Hey guys, so as you know, we've been talking about volcanoes. Oh, wrong book. Yeah, we've been talking about volcanoes and we've learned so much about them. Well, today we're going to take a ride with the Magic School Bus and learn even more about volcanoes. Let me turn my camera down just a little bit there. Back it up some. There we go. Alright, so let's go over our vocabulary words real quick. Our first word is magma. Whoa! And magma, we said, was thick, liquid, melted rock. Alright? And then we have surface. The surface is the outermost layer of the earth. Okay? This is usually when a volcano erupts, it hits the earth's surface. Our next word is erupts. Okay, erupts means, there you go. Erupts is when magma reaches the earth's surface, okay? And then we have lava. And lava is thick, liquid, melted rock that has erupted out of the volcano. Doesn't look so cool, though. And then we have a caldera. I don't know if I said that right. Caldera is a caved-in volcano. Not a covered volcano, but a caved-in volcano. Okay, and so what we're going to do today is I'm going to read the Magic School Bus book that I've just misplaced. There it is. Okay, and we're going to learn all about volcanoes from riding the Magic School Bus. Yeah. All right, so let's find out what we got going on here. The Magic School Bus blows its top. A book about volcanoes. Good morning, class! It started like any ordinary day in Miss Frizzle's class, but that doesn't mean much. There aren't any ordinary days in Miss Frizzle's class. That morning, we were trying to put together an enormous globe, but we didn't have all the pieces, so the whole thing fell apart. Carlos, said Dorothy Ann, her nose in the instruction book, if you spent more time on research, you would know how to put this globe together. Carlo dusted himself off. And if you didn't spend so much time doing research, you could have helped, he said. He never broke the world at my school. My old school. That's a student saying that. Miss Frizzle looked over the mess. I'm afraid you can't put that globe together until you have all the pieces, she told us. You see, there's an island so new it hasn't been discovered yet. How can there be a new island? Asked Phoebe. The earth never changes, does it? The earth is always changing all the time, said Miss Frizzle. Right under your feet. We all looked down at our feet, but nothing was moving. How can it have a name? It hasn't even been discovered yet. Dorothy Ann wanted to find clues to the island in her books, but Carlos wanted us to search for the mystery island. That way, we could name it. What an explosive idea, said Miss Frizzle happily. Happily, not happily. Well, that's not even a word. Happily, said Miss Frizzle. To the bus. Oh no, not another field trip. This is your captain speaking, announced Miss Frizzle when we settled on board. On behalf of my flight crew, I want to thank you for flying the Magic School Bus. We knew what that meant. Quickly, we fastened our seatbelts, then we put our seats in an upright position. Why does this always have to happen? This kid's always complaining every time. He never enjoys the Magic School Bus rides. The Magic School Bus began to spin and stretch and pull. The next thing we knew, we were high in the sky. We'll name it Carlos Island. Forget about it, Dorothy Ann Island. These two students are talking. Soon we were flying over the ocean. The sky grew dark and big black clouds floated past. The island should be arriving any minute, announced Miss Frizzle. How could an island just arrive, we wondered. But then thunder boomed and lightning streaked across the sky. The ocean beneath us bubbled like a pot of boiling water. From out of nowhere, a blanket of dark ash covered our windows. Prepare to land, shouted Miss Frizzle. The bus grew surfboard pontoons, and we surfed to the stop right on the top of the water. We all climbed off the bus. There was no land anywhere in sight. Miss Frizzle had an inflatable life raft. Carlos jumped in first. Splash! A big wave washed over the pontoon, sending Dorothy Ann's book bag flying out into sea. I need my books to find that island, wailed Dorothy Ann as the books sank. We all have to get them. Please, Miss Frizzle, please. Of course we'll get them, agreed Miss Frizzle. Prepare to dive, class. Everyone climbed back on the school bus. Then Frizz pressed a button and the magic school bus twisted into a submarine. Carlos decided to stay on the raft. He wanted to be the one to first spot the new island. Arnold stayed too, but for another reason, he had already had enough of this field trip. Ooh, here's the island. We waved goodbye while Carlos and Arnold and Liz buckled up their life jackets. Batter down the hatches, the Frizz called loudly, and down, down, down we went. Wow, we couldn't believe what we saw. A huge underwater mountain. Dorothy Ann spotted her book bag right away. It floated past the window on its way to the ocean floor and landed next to an old shipwreck. One kid saying, "Step on it, please, Miss Frizzle. Bottoms up." That's pretty cool. Ain't gonna lie about that. The bus scrunched up tight. Then it shot us out like a cannon. Good thing we had on special diving suits. Dorothy Ann swam over to her book bag, but the strap was looped around the tentacle of a giant squid. Ah! Dorothy Ann screamed. The squid was swimming away. It's got my bag! Just then the ocean floor began to tremble. The ship started to shake, and we heard a loud rumbling noise. Earthquake! We were so surprised we didn't even see Dorothy Ann's book bag when it floated past, pushed upward by the gas bubbles. The bubbles floated up to the top of the sea. Boop, boop, boop. The bubbles burst, letting out a terrible smell. Look, cried Carlos as he snatched up Dorothy Ann's book bag. Maybe we could find out what's going on by reading Dorothy Ann's book. Arnold's like, "Pew, it stinks." Meanwhile, the Frizz was trying to cheer up Dorothy Ann. There's more than one way to discover an island, she said brightly. So we all dived deeper into the ocean. Brr, it was getting kind of cold down here. Even the bus shivered. Then we noticed something strange. There were funny-looking chimneys in the ground, and they were warm. Phoebe poked her head in close, and poof! Giant got a face full of soot. That kid's laughing. He thinks it's funny. Something must heat those chimneys from underwater. That's what she's thinking. Keisha swam over to the deep canyon in the ocean floor. It was shaped like a V. Maybe DNA books fell down there, she said. There's only one way to find out, said Miss Frizzle. We swam back to the bus, and soon we were heading down into the canyon. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Another earthquake hit. At the bottom of the canyon, the rocky floor began to slide right underneath another plate. So these are the earth plates that we talked about. Okay, that's under the earth's surface. Above us, the ocean waves grew rougher, but Carlos barely noticed. He was too busy reading. It says right here that the earth's surface is made up of layered crust-like plates of rock that fit together like a jigsaw puzzle, he told Arnold. These plates must be move very, very slowly, but sometimes one plate slides under another one. When it slides, we can actually feel the earth move. That's what the canyon was. Two giant plates of rock. They were sliding together, creating an earthquake. And leave it to Miss Frizzle to squeeze us right between them. The magic school bus shuddered and groaned and grunted. It stretched like a long, thin rubber band, and so did we. As one plate shoved under another, we squeezed in between. Now we ooze through hot, swirling liquid deep beneath the earth. It's so hot, said Keisha, fanning herself. The rocks and crust must be melting. Melted rock is called magma, explained Miss Frizzle. Dorothy Ann wrinkled her nose. She was trying to figure it all out. She remembered the chimneys and the heat under the ocean floor, the earthquakes, and the mountain. We're under an underwater volcano, she shouted. Geysers shot up to the sky. Water hissed all around the raft. The rumbling noise grew louder, and Carlos waved his book excitedly. He'd figure out something very soon. Look, so this is them under in the volcano. And this is them on top. You see how the water is starting to shoot up? Something about to happen. And they in the wrong place at the wrong time. He says, according to my research, we're on top of a volcano. Under the volcano, the magma pushed us up, up, up. Soon we were rising up in a big blob of boiling hot bubbles. Welcome to the magma chamber, said Miss Frizzle grandly, the heart of the volcano. The pressure grew stronger and stronger. Then magma rose higher. Ralphie gulped. How do we get out of here, he asked. Out of the volcano? Miss Frizzle repeated. How do you suppose? Dorothy Ann was too excited to be scared. When all of the magma shoots up and hits the air, it'll cool down, right? She asked Miss Frizzle. Absolutely, said Miss Frizzle. And when it cools, it'll harden into rock. Eventually, Miss Frizzle agreed. And the new rock will build up to the top of this volcano, Dorothy Ann continued. Until it sinks out of the water, it will be a brand new island. Yes, shouted Miss Frizzle. So she's got it right on the money. Just then, we shot up through the bubbling magma like a rocket ship. Higher, higher, closer to the top. Clunk! We jolted to a stop. Oh no, cried Dorothy Ann. We stopped rising. Something must be plugging up the volcano, said Keisha. And the magma's squeezing us, Phoebe exclaimed. Carlos had no idea we were in such a tight spot. He still had his head buried in Dorothy Ann's books. A lot of stuff is blown up on a volcano when it erupts, he told Arnold. Volcanic ash and dust and rocks. Just then, volcanic ash, dust, and rocks rained down. And then lava, Carlos finished triumphantly. Put it all together and you gotta out of here, Arnold explained in panic. No, Carlos corrected. You got Carlos's island. I can't stand this. Don't let the pressure get to you. It's ready to blow. That's them talking. Meanwhile, we jumped into our anti-magma gear and we're pushing the plug with all our might. But it wouldn't budge. That's when Miss Frizzle said the magic school bus went into action. They rammed the plug again and again. Kapow! The plug popped. The magma boiled into glowing clouds of ash and rock. Then it all billowed out with a rush of steam. What a sight! Red-hot lava poured down the sides of the volcano. The volcano grew bigger and bigger. It was an island. Whee! We landed plop into the raft. Then the volcano belched one last time and the magic school bus whooshed into the air. A parachute opened and the bus drifted down to a soft landing on the water. To Carlos's island, said Carlos as we rowed over to the brand new island. I discovered it with the help of Dorothy Ann's books. Carlos's island? You mean Dorothy Ann's island, Dorothy Ann corrected. I discovered it, and for once, I didn't need my books. But someone else had landed there first. Liz, the lizard. So when Carlos and Dorothy Ann decided to write a book about their experiences, they knew exactly what to do. Lizard Island by Carlos and Dorothy Ann, said Carlos. Don't you mean Lizard Island by Dorothy Ann and Carlos, said Dorothy Ann. They argue all the time. And that's it. That is our book. Riding the magic school bus, blow its top. Cool beans. All right, so what we're going to do now, okay, is we're going to, you're going to do your independent practice page, okay, so let me turn there real quick. I found it. All right, this page right here. It says, think about it. Now you're going to tell me, do you think it's safe to stand near an erupting volcano? Use evidence from the text to support your answer. Now our text, we just talked about how volcanic ash and rocks and lava all come out of a volcano when it erupts. Not only that, but there's also earthquakes going on. So do you think it's okay to be near a volcano when it's erupting? I don't think so. Okay, so I want you to tell me why you think it is or why you think it is not safe, okay? Or why you think it is safe and why you think it's not safe. That's what I'm going to say. And then you're going to give me some evidence from the text to tell me, okay? Super simple. Then I want you to draw me an awesome picture of a volcano erupting, okay? And that's it, guys. So I'll see you later and have fun.